Oh my gosh. Hello. I don't have a tripod. I kind of brokey. But today we are putting the front dash panel back onto my Buick. And I'm gonna try to figure out how to get a good angle without a tripod. And I'll figure it out. Hopefully it's not too bad. But I took it off to replace the radio maybe about a week ago. The radio I got was a really cheap one, like a touchscreen, but it ended up being really cheap. Didn't work too well. So we're just putting the stock one back in. And I don't know why this isn't focusing. I've been using the Bluetooth speaker special, but you know what, it works and it's cheaper and it saves me money, so that's great. So alright, I'll lower this. There we go. Whoa. Yeah, okay, so we're in the Buick. I have the whole dashboard ripped out like I said before, but we're gonna start putting this back in. It's actually really easy. So I have the radio over here in a box, and this is the stock radio that came with the car, and we're gonna put it back in because it's actually better quality than the one that I bought. So luckily it's only 2 screws and 2 clips in the back, so that's really easy. I really appreciate that GM made it so simple back in the day. Not even really back in the day, it was 2003. That's when I was born. Have I reached UNC status? Maybe I have. But we got all the tools on the ground, and we got all the parts we need in the box. All the screws, they all look like this. They're all the same size, every single one. So we're gonna put these back in. There's 2 that go on the bottom that hold a little slide out tray in, 2 that go on the sides, and 2 that hold the radio in. So they are all the same size, so we shouldn't have a problem there. Yeah, we're gonna get this thing put back together. So let me try to find a decent camera angle for this. And I think I just might have had an idea. And we will get started here. Let's get this freaking radio put in, eh? All right, not having a tripod is kind of a struggle, but I think that is actually a decent angle. So we are going to do this first, since this is really the first thing that has to happen. So we have 2 things here to plug in on the back. We got this port right here and this one right here. This is coax cable for the antenna, and then this is, I guess, for everything else. So let's see. Super dusty. I should probably, it'll be fine. That's easy. I'm gonna just push that in there. Sorry if you can't see my big old arm in the way. Hopefully the white isn't blinding you. Alright, we're gonna push that in. It doesn't really sit anywhere. It just kind of, there's like these little floating pegs that it kind of sits on. I think I just saw it turn on, so that's actually a good sign. And then all these screws are the same size, so we're just gonna put one in here. This video is not scripted, by the way, so if I appear that I have no idea what I'm talking about, it's probably because I don't. I can completely go overboard. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're going overboard. I have power tools, and I love them. Remember, kids, it's not a great idea to use power tools to screw things in, but I don't care. I mean, I do care, so maybe I'll do a few turns by hand just to get it seated. Delicate things like this, that'll strip out just by looking at it wrong. The next step is to put the dashboard on. What is the next step of the operation? That is going to be a little weird, and I shall show you. I'm gonna do the cringy thing. I'm gonna show you. 3, 2, 1, boom. Yep, that's the dashboard. And it has this funny little piece that goes in it, and it broke. Who knows how long ago? So it floats in there, and putting it on, that's going to make putting it on a lot more difficult. So we're gonna see how this goes. It's all one piece, which is kind of fun. I mean, it's huge. It's like probably a 4 or 5 foot long piece of plastic, which that's a terrible design because this plastic just loves to break. If we have, this is a panel that goes on the side, so that's the very last step because there's a screw that hides behind this, so I'm not gonna put that on. This is the part that's broken. No worky norky, so it's kind of just going to be like that, but we'll figure it out. I mean, it worked relatively okay last time, but we'll figure it out. Okay, I got this set up now. It's actually stuffed underneath the headrest, but doing this without a tripod is diabolical. Please shut up. Crap. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, shit. Oops. So, there's a bunch of these little clips that along the edge. There are these little metal clips that tend to really suck. And by suck, I just mean kind of difficult to make sure they're all popped in. And I just mean they're stubborn. Sometimes it will feel like they're popped in, but then they're not. And vice versa. Please. Why is that not popping in? Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Okay, that side's giving me a few issues, but for the most part, we got it on. Alright, we're still rolling. Cool. So it's just this side. I don't even know if you can see this side, but essentially I just have to pop it in. It's that simple. There we go. Okay, here we go. Now we're all in. Before I screw in the sides, I'm going to put this in first. There's supposed to be screws on the bottom, so while the camera's there, I'll do that first. So this, again, it's broken. So I have to make sure it's installed like that, because it screws in from the back. It's supposed to, at least. It is total toast, man. This thing is totally toast. But there are some clips, so I'm gonna make sure that those are in first. There's this electrical connection for the 12 volt. There's also a little bulb in there. There we go. Okay, perfect. So you can see kind of how it just floats. It rattles a lot. I'm gonna figure out a way to fix that. Obviously this isn't very tough to take off or remove. So down the line, I will do that, but for now it works fine. It just rattles a little bit while I drive sometimes. Okay, let's see. That feels broken. That's because it is. That sucks. Well, There will be a fourth screw, but it won't be holding much. Well, what'll do, it's not holding much, but it'll do. But, oh god. Alright, let's get these sides put in and get this finished up. So, this is what the sides look like. It has a little clip that kind of pushes on, and you just like lift it up to take it off, but we're gonna leave it on there. Oh no. Where did I set the screws? Oh, you know what, they're right next to me. So, and then there's a little screw in there, so that's literally all we have to do. These screws are the second to last step. Now we're just gonna do what my dad told me not to do. Sorry, Dad. That is right in here. So, the dash. Actually, I don't even think I had to take this one out because the dash just popped in right there. And I had a screw coming out of my car for no reason. Make sure you pay attention to what you're doing, kids, or you'll end up like me. Alright, let's get this put in. Alright, there we go. Anyways, now I'm just gonna slap the panel on there and do that for both sides. That's it. That is it. And then all we gotta do is just put the tools away. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alrighty. These panels are kind of awkward. They don't really pull off too easy, and they're kind of tucked behind a couple other panels, but putting them on is actually much easier. It's just literally that. It's so easy. Ooh, don't look at my juicy thighs. That's on my OnlyFans. Just kidding. I'm a man of God. Alright. Terrible angle be like. What I'm talking about is like sometimes panels like sit behind other panels, so you can see there's like a lip. And that kind of like, it kind of, it like hooks around another panel, but not very easily. So sometimes it can be pretty frustrating, but there we go. That's literally it. I need to vacuum this car. It's all back together. Now all we got to do is turn it on, test it out, and put the tool away. So let's do that now. So let's turn this thing on. Hey, it works. Except it's not 124, it is 520. Let's see if I can figure out how to do the time on this. There we go. Alright, cool, we're all good. So, let's see. 22. So it's a few seconds behind because this turned 522 before that. Don't mind that beautiful dame right there. Absolutely beautiful. And yeah, that works. So let's make sure we're, well, I guess I don't have anything. Oh, you know what? This lights up. Oh yeah, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but there's a faint red glow. So that's good. Now we're going to pile all these tools back into the bag and get all this cleaned up and get back inside. It's almost dinner time. Let's see here. Boom. Yum. Bop. Alright, let's take this guy and there we go. All nice and organized. Just like that. Yeah. Nope. I'm gonna leave this on there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So there we go. It's all done. That was a fast little project. Easy. Well, thank you for watching. You know, if you have any ideas of stuff that sounds like interesting to you that I might be able to facilitate, let me know. Thank you. Have a great day.